Oh, there you go. McMill with his intros again. That's pretty good. Okay, so it's time for the Stoner Score, of course. A few albums came out this past week, and that's what I'm going to be reviewing right now on the Stoner Score, all right? So, if you're new to the Stoner Score, of course, I got to review what the Stoner Score criteria are, all right? So, it's out of a 10. It's number one is artwork, number two is title, number three is intro, beat selection, use of features, less than 30% skip on first listen, the content, are they saying something, the replay value, do they have a few songs in there that keeps a lot of replay value, at least two, three, three ish, but at least two. And where am I now? I got lost for a few seconds. All right. So number nine, does it transcend time? And number 10 is satisfaction guaranteed. Is the street satisfied with this album? All right. So these are the criteria for the Stoner Score. Now, the first album I'm going to be reviewing is Saint John dropped the album. All right. Saint John dropped the album called While the World Was Burning. All right. And that's what I'm going to be reviewing right now on the Stoner Score. Now, let's go over the criteria. Now, listen to this, is my first ever Saint John album. You know, I don't generally listen to his other songs or tracks that he pull out. So this is my first introduction to Saint John. So let me give you an honest guy's review right about now. So I liked it. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Off the bat, the album is a vibe. Believe it in the this is what the cool kids are listening to. You just summarize the whole album. This is what the cool kids are listening to. You're hanging out, you just have it in the back, doing what you're doing. Maybe you're painting some artwork or doing some real shit, you know? So this is it. St. John's album is definitely a vibe. So now I'm gonna give it the Stoner Score. All right. Number one is artwork. Let's see the artwork. It's a go. It's a go. This is a real cool artwork for real. The world is burning. It ties right into the title, number two title, While the World is Burning. All right, the world has been burning for a little while now. If you haven't noticed, if you've been listening to the the Rolling Stoner podcast, so you know the world has been burning. So this kind of lets you know while the world is burning, and it really fits. So number one is intro. Number three is intro, excuse me. And the intro is a go. It fits perfectly into the whole album. It's a good introduction to the album. It tells you this is what you're going to expect in this album. So that's why the intro is very important. And this one intro puts you at that wavelength when you just start. So then we're going to move on to beat selection. All right. Beat selection. It's a vibe. Like I'm telling you, you just chill, you leave it in the back and you're good to go. So the beat flows right through. You don't have to, that moves on to the very next one. Number five, less than 30% skip on first listen. You're not going to skip. If you didn't skip intro, you're not going to skip the album at all. You just, when you're in that trance, you stay in that trance. All right. So number six, use of features. He has heavy hitters in this. I believe Kanye was in this. I'm not going to go through the track list right about now, but I believe Kanye was in this. He has some heavy hitters on this album. All right. So use of features is another check. Number seven, content. Is he saying something? So this is the Chico for a lot of R&B acts, I should say. This is a cheat code for R&B acts because when you speak about a woman, when you putting out your emotions, you're saying something. You know, rappers usually just say three things. You know, money, hoes, and clothes. All a nigga knows, man. So usually a lot of rap albums they're not saying anything. So R&B acts kind of have this little cheat code. So the replay value is a go. Is a go. The replay value, it has a lot of songs in there that you will replay. It does, especially when you're in that vibe, when you maybe create your own playlist, you know? You're in that vibe, you're gonna stay in that vibe. You feel me? So number nine, does this transcend time? Am I gonna come back in 10 years and remember this whole vibe? You know? Would it be a capsule, if you will? For me, this album is not at this time. I'll have to see. Maybe in the future, maybe he might drop something that would, but this one right now is a nah. No, number 10 is the street satisfied with this. Is satisfaction guaranteed? Yes, satisfaction there definitely is guaranteed because this is my first album. You feel me? Listen to St. John. So I was satisfied with what I heard. I was doing other stuff while listening, and it basically just went perfectly in the back. It just went perfectly as I used it. That's a 9 out of a 10 on the Stoner Score, alright? Saint John's new album called While the World Was Burning gets a 9 out of a 10 on the Stoner Score, alright? So what's going to be the next album I talk about on the Stoner Score now?